I just got back home, hanging out with my Uncle Frank, and CB calls me right now, right after I go live. This is crazy. Hold on. My bad. I had to take that. Uh, what's up, Rashonda Greer? So Ja Rule came out. I wonder what 50 is saying. Well, 50 know the whole drop. You see, Ja Rule, 50, and Irv always had a problem. But Fat Joe ended up getting in a beef with 50 Cent, who he was cool with at the time, all because he messed with Ja Rule and Irv. You see, Fat Joe never had a real beef with 50 Cent. He got on the song and they start dealing with Fat Joe only because they was trying to unify New York. So when they did the song, oh, they got the good look up from New York. That's the only time they went to go work with Fat Joe. And Fat Joe ended up getting into it with them because he had leaned back and all this other stuff. They weren't even dealing with Joe really. So Joe and Fifth end up squashing all this years later because they never really had a beef or a reason to beef. But he took that heat for Ja Rule now. So when he came out like he stood up for Remy, the same way he stood up for Remy, the same way he stood up for Ashanti, he just thought that was real tacky of Irv to do that. That was what he did on that show to Ashanti. That was foul. You know, a lot of people felt it was foul. But what Joe shouldn't definitely was wrong about, and I do agree that Joe was wrong about one thing last night. And what Fat Joe was wrong about was going after Ja. Saying Ja didn't he didn't protect Ashanti up there. Yeah, that's what he said. Oh yeah, I saw it when Angela first posted that, but that's not what she said. She said it's over the way you know it to be over. Remember, I retweeted the tweet, so I've already seen it. I didn't make a video on it yet because it's not clear as to what she means by that. She might be removed. They might have new people in. Don't mean the Breakfast Club is over. It's just the Breakfast Club's the way we know it. So people got to be patient. A lot of people want to be first and just want to jump out there. I'll let them do that. I'm gonna sit back and wait until I get more information. That way, you have a more, you know, complete video. I just don't want to, get the clickbait title and just be jumped out of there. Well, that's what they running with all on the internet right now. But Ja Rule told him, he said, hey, keep my name up out this business. This is grown man business. So I understood what Ja said, because this had nothing to do with Ja Rule. These people had a relationship that it had nothing to do with Ja Rule.
Irv Gotti is sucker, man. He is sucker. And so my thing is, versus is versus. Whoever won, lost. How long ago was that? How many millions ago was the versus? That's what I want to know. How many M's ago? Whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old, right? And so I know he was making some points that mean a lot to him, his heart and soul. But when you keep ranting about somebody 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the young lady, right? And so also we didn't know that they was fucking, right? Because the whole time, I'm there. What's Love, Big Pun Record, on tour. I never seen them together like that. Now, I'm not saying they wasn't. They was. Or there was rumors they was. I never seen it. But I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Right? Now, it's okay if it's on a documentary. You got to say your truth for your documentary. But to go to Drink Champs and keep calling her a bitch, keep disrespecting, guys, I'm not going to be the one, I'm not the guy, to stand up for Ashanti, the brother that, I'm not, the Ja Rule was standing right next to him.
Yeah. So that's what Joe was saying. Ja Rule, and putting Ja Rule name in it. And that's why he said, stop saying I didn't defend the cis and all women when I clearly told Gotti to stop. Ashanti women, the B word, the same way I told Joe at Versus. Yeah. So like he said, watch the interview before you talk it. Now leave me the F out of these grown folks' business. Now, I respect Ja Rule for that. But y'all remember the Remy Ma situation, right? And the whole thing at the Verses.
Did make it a hits. When you're doing this, fuck you, bitch. Leave me alone, right? Yeah, like I'm not telling stories about a girl I was with 20 years ago. In fact, I hope you die. Fuck you, bitch. And so I'm not gonna be that guy, right? But yeah, like I'm not telling stories that I'm not. The Ja Rule was standing right next to him. so I'm not gonna be that guy, right? But girl I was with 20 years ago. And so when you're doing this, it looks like you caught up, you ain't get over this shit, right? But on top of that, it just make, and then everything you else, it kind of brings less credibility to everything else you see. Gotti did make it a hits. Right? I mean, the man did it. He's a genius. Genius. Disrespecting her, and the woman never really disrespected him, right? And so all the shit he's talking and all that, I'm just looking like, damn, bro. And he kept coming back and coming back. So I'm watching this drink. Whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old. 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the... I'm there. What's like that? Now, I've never seen it. But I don't need to know. On a documentary, you guys know. Guys, I'm not going to be the one, I'm not the guy, to stand up for Ashanti, the brother, and I'm not the job. I was standing right next to him.
Ja Rule was standing right next to him. Well, we don't know. That's not... See, everyone's jumping the gun. What Angela Yee said was that it is done as they know it. But the show could be undergoing some changes, so just be patient. She might be gone. So here's the thing. The way I look at it is this, and hit the like button. Ja Rule is a man of principle and a man of respect. He's always been like that. When it came to, being a stand-up guy and everything else, he's not a bad dude. So I understood exclusively what he was saying about Fat Joe, and I know exclusively what Fat Joe was saying. Fat Joe was like, look, man, I ain't need to know about all that. He was mostly had his problems with Gotti. But he should not have put Ja Rule in this situation. That's the only mistake he made. Ja Rule's 100% correct. Don't put me in those grown folks' business. Those two have a situation. They have a history. He can't stop Gotti from talking about Ashanti, but he'll say, hey, because Ja did say, hey, don't call her a beat, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I still perform with her. She'll perform with me. She ain't gonna perform with you. She ain't doing nothing with you. He's bitter about that. More than anything, he's bitter. Ashanti is out here and she's talking about re-recording her album. Her debut album. That means she gets the masters. See, if people know about masters, they know that the only way, if you don't buy your masters back, there's no way for you to get them, then you could re-record the album, the work, and then you can get the masters to that. So once she started doing that, then, that weakens a lot of the stuff that Irv wants to do. So Irv would be pissed, if that's the case. Hit the like button, good people. I know you guys just got here. Some of y'all been here. Hit the like button up. Oh yeah, the What's Love was one of her biggest songs. You know, that's how she got on that. What's Love with Big Pun. They was in the studio and they put Ashanti on the record for What's Love. But if Ashanti wanted to, she could have caused a big fuss with Jennifer Lopez was using her music. She kept her mouth shut, played ball, and just was friends with J-Lo the whole time and let J-Lo get her money. And Ashanti just sat back and was played it cool. She wasn't causing no fuss. Because that's what they do. They sit back, cause commotion, and wait for you to react. You supposed to blow your top, blow your cool, and go off the reservoir. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to lose it. No, that's two people that had a past. You don't get in the middle of that. You stay out of it. So Fat Joe should have never put him in it. So this wasn't about no I still love Ashanti. Irv is an egomaniac. He's mad he can't control Ashanti. No, my academics video is out right now. They didn't send any notifications for it. The one with Wack 100. I didn't even care. That was for the whole world to see. So they'll know what's going on and they can see it. And so there won't be no surprise. They know what time it is. Like I told people, there's two guys, Wack 100 and Cash Jones. Wack 100 is the fictional internet character of Cash Jones. This is his, I'm a gangbanger, Pyru, tough, Wack 100. And that's the old sandpaper truck driver, business manager known as Cash Jones. AKA Mr. Potato Head. Hit the like button, good people. As I showed you in the video, all documented about him hiding behind a woman in a doggone parking garage. You getting socked out, knocked out on stage, running around parking garages. Hey, Doe Eyes, I see you. Yeah, Academic's bodyguard. Yeah, his face looked like a dry desert. Sandpaper face. That's him. Told him. I know, his face was like a balled up piece of paper. Like somebody just balled his face up. You out there in Hollywood, California, get them to pull your skin down. Go in there and go see one of them plastic surgeons. They can pull your skin down. Get your Kim Kardashian on. Well, he wrong for messing with me. I wasn't even bothering that man. We was actually calling him about some business. But now he can go ahead and keep getting dope fiend punched. I don't know. He must have found his daddy's stash. Because he must have been on crack talking to me that way. You done found your daddy's old stash, huh? Fell into your old man. Dermatologist, shoot, no, he need a plastic surgeon. He far past the dermatologist. Dermatologist ain't finna help that out. That's way past. That's way past the dermatologist. Somebody mama cootie wasn't clean when she had him. She was in full outbreak. I mean, I guess it's his war scars, but my goodness. He out here looking like Seal. Tell you, you better put some aloe vera or something on it, man. Start taking care of that. This look like it's getting worse. Put some water on your face, boy. It's drying up out there. That desert is getting dry. Look at that. Then sent your little bodyguard. Academics, you a punk, boy. You gonna send your little bodyguard after me? Don't you realize that's a bad move? That's bad news. You think I was gonna let Mr. Potato Head tell me what he gonna do? You literally a Mr. Potato Head out here. If somebody threw some damn rubbing acid on the side of the Mr. Potato Head over there, that'd be you. I'm quite sure they got plastic surgeons out there that could smooth that out for you. Somebody need to get an iron. Somebody got an iron, put that iron on the side of his face and just start ironing it. Ironing those goddamn wrinkles up out of there. Them damn creases in there. Pour some water on his damn face. He needs to hydrate that face. It's a crack desert. Crack desert. It's a desert storm, baby. Got the crack desert face. You the real leather face. The donkey of the day is Ashanti. I don't think so. Ashanti came up. All she did is ignore him. See, all you gotta do is ignore the ignorant person. That's it. If you ignore somebody that's ignorant, they look bad. All she did is ignore this dude because she don't need Irv Gotti. She don't need him. Like I said, it wasn't like she saw Irv Gotti and said, "Ooh, man, he fine. I want to get with him." You think that's what that 20-year-old was thinking? She was thinking, I'm boxed in, he want to sleep with me, and if I don't sleep with him, he ain't going to help me. Then when she get on, what happened? She get on. She making her own money, doing her own thing. She can see who she want to see now. But that's why I said this was bigger than that. Irv mad because she won't work with him no more. Mm-hmm. Look, this thing with the Breakfast Club is flying out. Told you. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Everybody can see I was on this thing right when it hit. I put the retweet out as soon as she said it. She said, God is good. And then she said, the Breakfast Club is over, is now, as you know, it is officially over. The Breakfast Club, as you know, it is officially over. Meaning, she might be done. So if I find out more information, we'll go off the more information. But remember what she said about her negotiations and her contract.
It was 2 years with a third-year option.
How many contracts have you signed with them?
Interestingly enough, after that, we got a weekend syndicated show. And I was in Turks and Caicos on vacation. iHeart was trying to get me to sign a new contract while I was there. It would include the weekend syndicated show. But they wanted me to sign a contract that would be for another 2 years with no raise or nothing, or 3 years flat. And I wouldn't do it. And I remember I was on vacation, I started crying. Because I was like, first of all, why are they doing this to me on vacation? They were telling me if I didn't sign it, like the deal would go away. And so I told them, but aren't we doing a good job? And they were like, yeah. And I said, so why would you give me a contract with no raise that would stay flat for 3 years? I don't want to sign that. And so I told them they'll have to find somebody else to replace me. I just didn't want to do that. And so they ended up just doing an addendum to the contract. And then I got to keep that one. And then I signed another one the next year. And then, actually, my contract is up now.
Is it?
It's been up since December.
Breaking news.
Yep, so her contract has been up since December. So she's probably leaving. Yeah, bulletproof vest on? Absolutely. It's bulletproof season, baby. You just saw me with my uncle. I was chilling with Unc. Now, if anybody saw that live stream, you have to understand that was some real crazy talk. If anybody saw that live stream with me and my uncle. And the reason why it's crazy, because that's what it's like every time I'm around here. I don't have to go to the hood. I can just go to him. And I'll know who got hit before the body drop. Oh, I had to be careful. Very careful. But see, my uncle's old school, but he's got young nephews. So being around him, we get to hear about all the things over there. But I was over there because he just had surgery to save his leg because COVID was taking his leg. And so the doctors was gonna amputate his leg. Now it's just his toe. He just came back from the hospital today, and they told him to walk around on that toe, get some circulation in there. But he's so hard headed. It's like unbelievable. It's like, dude, get up and walk around. I mean, if I just had to fight to keep my leg and had to go through this surgery where they start opening up the veins in his legs to let some of the blood circulate in there so it looked like he could keep his leg. I'm like, man, if they doing all these surgeries and stuff on your leg, man, this is serious. Oh, he back out. Uncle's back outside, sitting down. You know, he got to get up and exercise. I'm like, dude, you got to get up, walk around. You can't just be sitting here chilling and talking about getting a drink. I'm like, I'm not finna go get you a drink and you just came out the hospital. Like, he just think it's, it's just the way he gonna ride it out. No. We'll see what happens down the road. But other than that, I don't really know. I don't know what Angela Yee plans are. I can't tell you that. It's not for me to say her plans because I really truly don't know what she plans on doing with her life. Yeah, I want Unc to move around. You got to start doing that. Take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, all that whack stuff. Yeah, I put that on the Patreon. That's the Carcino for Life Patreon page. This is the creators page. Y'all won't see this, but this is my page. So before I did the video yesterday, I lit in the Wack 100 immediately after receiving those text messages. And that video was posted on the way home. And these are the text messages. I'm like, I came to you like a man. Like a man would do. I didn't know academics controlled you. If you don't want to speak to me, just say so and it's done. But don't ever in your life hang a phone up on me. That's whole shit I don't respect or tolerate. Then from there, it went down. Weirdo, what the F you talking about? I'ma do what the F I want to do on my phone. Not hanging up on me. So if you want to see the rest, go to the Patreon and you can see the rest. Now, what's the hottest thing on there right now is The Dark Secret of the Warriors Dynasty, Part 1, The Trade. And Part 2, The Shuffle. And this has been catching momentum. What happened to Eazy-E Cousin? We did that video. What Paul Walker did, the living trust for his kid before he died. Find out what happened there. And what was truly behind Jordan and Penny Hardaway's beef. That video is out. That's a only for Patreon video. Then we have families being divided, and it's been going on for a long time. Don't act like America just started separating their children from their parents. Don't act like that just started now. Absolutely. I have to go ahead and donate to Doaz's that charity. I can't forget to do that. Me and academics need to do an interview. He don't want to talk to me because he knows what the subject matter is going to be about. He don't want that. He don't want that at all. No, I want to donate. I appreciate it, though, but I want to donate. See, people donate because they want to, not because they feel obligated to. No, I want to donate. He said, why dude can't tell his side of the breakup without being a sucker? Because this wasn't him telling his side of the breakup. This is him dumping on somebody. If all he did was tell his side of the story, then nobody would have cared. But the way he did it was condescending and demeaning. Now, the situation changed because Fat Joe just, everybody riding the wave and clout chasing. Fat Joe just jumped in it to talk about it because it was a trending topic. He didn't even watch the whole interview. And Ja Rule, he's like, Ja Rule sitting right there and he's letting it happen. But he didn't realize Ja Rule, the one said, hey, man, don't call her a B. He was the one trying to keep Gotti under control because Gotti's drinking too much and getting wild. Because all this going to end up backfiring on Ja Rule. I've done a video on on New Edition and Johnny Gill. I think it's called The Breakup of New Edition or something like that. The truth behind the breakup of New Edition. Their contracts were the model of what not to do. They made Candy Girl and never got a cent from Candy Girl. That's how bad their contracts were. Do me and Wack got beef? Right now we do. The only beef is I don't want him in my circumference. He do what he do, I do what I do. He can go to hell. I said my piece. Now I'm done. You ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to reach out to him no more. Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta understand that people really don't care. They do things for clickbait. Like people was telling me today, like Burundi was saying, like, why are you dealing with him? Burundi was, why are you dealing with Wack 100? You know he deal with Charlemagne. I mean not Charlemagne, but 6ix9ine. Well, Charlemagne got his Comedy Central thing going on. So I don't know if he's, how he feels about the situation. But I know his iHeart radio deal is attached to this. Remember when they had that falling out? Remember when she was mad at Charlemagne over the Gucci Man thing? Remember how that went down? You remember that, right? Yeah, well, the situation's changed because right after that fact, when they did that whole thing and I did the video, I already told you, she's expendable. Charlemagne is the talent. Angela Yee, she's expendable. You can grab another Angela Yee at any day of the week, and so she partnered up with Envy, and then he started helping her get some money because other than that, she had nothing really going. Yeah, I mean, she already had her lip service, but now it's partnered with iHeart. Like she's got other things that she could really do with her show. So how they're gonna change it and rework the show, that's still, up to be seen. But I think it'll be interesting. Well, here's the thing. You got all these people who are making these observations, but for what? They don't matter. Envy is lame. He's bored of the job. He doesn't even care about the Breakfast Club. He cares about the money. That's it. He's been checked out from the Breakfast Club. He's into real estate now and doing other things like car shows and stuff like that. He doesn't even care about iHeartRadio. He just did a podcast telling y'all this. He doesn't care. It's the other side that cares. Oh man. Well, when you get into an agency, then you'll have people, you know, going over the scope of what you do. That interview was classic. Yeah, pretty much. No, Fat Joe was just trying to clout chase off a trending topic, just like everybody's jumping on this Breakfast Club thing. So we'll see how that plays out as well. So this is the last minute. I'm gonna shut this down. I want to tell y'all thank y'all for tuning in. Definitely love the support. Don't forget to follow the Welcome to HD 2 Eyes TV. Subscribe to his page. Subscribe to Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. Subscribe to Doe Eyes TV. Subscribe to Kwame Brown, Buzz Life, and countless others. If I missed you, sorry. Yeah, me and Uncle was talking. Man, it got real crazy. I haven't seen my uncle in I don't know how long. So, man, we was inseparable. We used to see each other like every day. And now, like they were closer to me than the family I grew up with. You know, like they know so much about me. Shalom to you too, Black Soul. Love, peace, and hair grease.